So everything has to do with interest rates. Okay. Oil. Oil. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. We're welcome to today's morning market review, and we're starting right about now. Okay, I believe everybody can hear me. If you can hear me, can you signify yes, you can hear me. Okay. All right. Thank you, Luke. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I can see that you all can hear me. Okay, quickly, let's dive into today's market review. So as a trader, you should know that for you to be able to trade efficiently, once you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do before you do your analysis is for you to check the news for the day. So quickly, we're going to check out the news that we have for today. Okay, and we all know where we can get news from. If you know where we can get news from, can you write it down for me on the comment section there? Where can we get news from? Where can we get news from? Let me see how many of us has been taking our training seriously. Remember, this is not a training class, this is analysis. We're going to give you a review of what the market is expected to do today. So if you want to attend training, do it to attend Tuesday to Thursday by 6 in the evening, or Monday and Tuesday by 10 in the morning. All right, thank you very much, Kayode, Samuel, okay, Wilson, Mohammed. Okay, for those of us that does not know where we can get news from, please be taking note of all these sites. Okay, so quickly, let's go to forexfactory.com. That is the first one we want to look at this morning to see if we are going to be seeing some news this morning. I believe you can all see my screen, right? This is forexfactory.com. Okay, so forexfactory.com for Friday today. We're expecting news today from 7 a.m. We saw a news on pounds, like GBP, on retail sales. We saw a news on JPY. We saw a news on euro. So 8:15. So right about now is a good time for us to trade euro, because they're going to be releasing their French flash manufacturing PMI. And that is a trade news that will run all the way to 8:30. So by the time we were able to do our analysis fast, we'll be able to dive in and take advantage of this market too, that is coming out by this time. That is from the Eurozone. Okay, if you can check, let's quickly. Okay, we could take advantage of the market. Let me quickly share my screen with you for Euro USD before we continue. If you can see currently now, you see that Euro USD, see the news, see the effect of the news. It's pushing all the way down. pushing all the way down, pushing all the way down. Remember, the news came out by 8:15. So this is a good time for you to sell. Even though it's on a verified resistance, we're still looking for price to break through this verified resistance. I believe you cannot see my MetaTrader 4. I believe you cannot see my MetaTrader 4. The news came out by 8:15. So I'm still looking at selling. So if you're a good scalper, you can enter a sell now before it breaks that verified support. You can enter a sell, and once before you and just take your pips, enter with a good lot size. Yes, enter with a good lot size, because very soon it will start retracing back up. But before, they will want to make money from the market this morning. So enter a sell with a big lot size, right? Okay, somebody said I just traded the news. Yes. Okay. If you're using your demo account, remember, I want to make money this morning, at least this Friday, want to do TGIF, so want to make money. So you can enter a sell and watch it, then you can take your profit. So not just on Euro USD. Remember, you are looking for pairs that are paired with Euro USD. So you can go to your MetaTrader 4, look for pairs that has Euro USD. So look, Euro, I mean, not Euro USD. So look at Euro pounds, okay. Euro pounds at this point. Let's see what Euro pounds is doing. Euro pounds, okay, is also selling, right? It's also selling. It's also selling. All right. So remember, you can also confirm what the news came out as from your Forex factory. You can always confirm from your Forex factory. From your Forex factory, you can always confirm. Let's go to our Forex factory. Okay. Let's go to our Forex factory. So for those of us that have taken advantage of the markets, okay, now we can continue with our analysis for today. So the news came out bad for Euro, right? For 3.6. So of course, that is why you are seeing the price pushing all the way down. It came out bad for Euro. So on pairs where you have Euro as the base currency, you are expected to look out for a selling position, right? Where you have it as the quote currency, you're expected to look out for a buying position. That is why you see Euro USD selling. When you go to a pair that has it as a quote currency, you will see that Euro will be buying, right? So for fundamental analysis class, this is not the class for that. You are going to attend on Thursday by 6 in the evening, fundamental analysis. Why technical analysis is by Wednesday, 6 in the evening, right? Okay, so let's move on to today. Okay, so we see that there are news coming out from Eurozone, pounds. That is also, they are having their flash manufacturing PMI. This is a good time for you to trade as a trader. This is a good time for you to trade. Good time for you to trade as a trader. So make sure you take advantage of this high impact news. Remember that high impact news does not always come out all the time. So whenever you see it, please do well to take advantage of it for those of us that are fundamental traders or can trade fundamentally, right? I believe every trader, you cannot just specialize on just one. Do it to make sure you attend everything. Attend everything. Okay, that makes you a good trader. All right, so moving on, we have news up till 2:45 p.m. today. US, in fact, all Euro, pounds, and US have flash manufacturing PMI. So if you want to get the details of the news, you can just click on this box. You see the details of the news, right? Above 50% or above 50 indicates industry expansion, right? Below indicates contraction. There are two versions of this report released about a week apart, flash and final, right? The flash release, which is the source first report, May 2012, is the earliest and thus tend to have the most impact, which is what we are seeing today. The flash is what we are seeing today, not the final. So it tends to have the most impact. It's a leading indicator of economic health. Business reacts quickly to market conditions, and their purchasing managers hold perhaps the most current and relevant insights into the company. So this is the reason why you should trade it. Why? Because it affects the economy of the currency that is coming out on. So that is why you should take advantage of it. So quickly, let's go to another site we can get news from is investing.com. Okay, so I won't go through all this for us. I want to give you entries. So I will take advantage of the market as fast as possible. So I want to give us entries. So if you go to investing.com, you can check the news that is coming out on different currencies. This one is on oil, and oil price rose on Friday as concerned that a Russian ban on fuel exports could tighten global supply, outweighs fears that further US interest rates. And you should know that what has been affecting the market this week has been the interest rates. Remember that the interest rate came out from the US zone, and it indicates that they are going to further maintain the interest rates from the US zone, right? And this is affecting the currency. The US dollar eased against a basket of currencies on Thursday, but remained near 6-month high a day after the Federal Reserve signals US monetary policy will remain restrictive for a longer time. So people were still expecting that they are going to reduce interest rates, but they said it's going to remain like that for a very long time. Okay, so that is what was affecting both commodities, both indices and also currencies. But as of today on Friday, there have been an issue from the Russia because of the ban. So as concerns, oil prices rose on Friday as concerns that a Russia ban on oil exports could tighten global supply, outweighs fears that further US interest rates. So you see that the recent ban, right, or the ban on Russia oil will reduce global supply. So it has outweighed the fears. As of yesterday, that was what was pushing the price. The fear of interest rates was pushing the price of oil. But now Russia banned, the concerns has also outweighed the fears of US interest rates. So that is what is affecting the price. So both benchmarks were on track for small weekly drop after gaining more than 10% previous week supply as the organization, that is OPEC, maintained production cuts. Okay, this is what is affecting oil for today. Please, let's take note of, because we are going to dive into our MT4 to do analysis and to take our entries. So the Japanese yen strengthened against the greenback before Friday's Bank of Japan. So we're expecting a news from Bank of Japan on Friday, that is today. So the yen has strengthened against the greenback before Friday's Bank of Japan announcement, while pound and Swiss francs slipped after the British and Swiss central banks kept interest rates unchanged. So this is affecting Japanese yen, is affecting pounds as well, and as well as US dollar. So these are all the news on it. I won't go through it for us. We can do where to go through it later on. Okay. Okay. So let's go into MT4 now so that we can do our analysis. Hope we can all see my chart. I believe we can all see my chart, right? We're going to, okay. Can you all see my charts? Yes, okay, thank you, Wilson. Okay, so for today, let's start with pounds USD. Okay, we're expecting a news to come out on pounds like we saw earlier today on that is their flash manufacturing PMI, right? We're expecting a news to come out on that. So for today, we're looking at selling depending on the outcome of the news. Remember, if the news comes out positive for pounds, we're expecting to have a buy position, but if it comes out negative, we're expecting to have a bearish move. So for today, the news is coming out by 8:30, so we're going to also watch it. Pending when the news comes out, let's take our entries. So it's advisable we take our entries for a buy. We can take our buy position just above this particular resistance area, just above here, somewhere here. This is a resistance area, and take our profits just before we are having another resistance, just before this other resistance here for our buy. Remember, this is a zone. You don't necessarily need to work with the exact price that I'm giving you. When you see an opportunity, you dive right into it. All right. So for our sell position, we want to be on a safer side, right? I want us to be on a safer side. We're seeing a support level here. I'm using 1 hour, but we can move down to 30 minutes too to get a confirmation. So we are seeing a support level here. So it's good for us to trade below the support and take our profit just below this particular, before this other particular support region. So we can just confirm with our 30 minutes, okay? So if you can see that this is our buy entry for our 30 minutes is quite okay, right? And our sell entry too is also on point. So the news comes out 8:30. When the news comes out, you can quickly use an instant execution. And also, if you're doing all this, you can also use your take profit and stop loss too as well. Take profit and stop loss. That will help us to reduce our risk in the market. Okay, so we're done with pounds USD. Okay, so do we have any? Okay, we can move forward. I didn't want to ask if we have any question. Okay, the indicator I'm using is support and resistance. That is fresh pips indicator, fresh pips. It's called fresh pips. Okay, so if you don't have it, you can get in touch with your account manager. I typed it for us there. If you don't have it, you can get in touch with your account manager to get it. Okay, so moving on, we'll have AUD USD too as well that we want to look out for today. So USD news is going to come in out later on by 1:30, but now I'm looking out for a sell on AUD USD. I'm looking out for a sell because this is a minor retracement. So we want to take advantage of that. And we're looking at a buy this 1 hour. So let's set our entries, okay? Then we can confirm it with 30 minutes time frame. Okay. So let's move down to 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm looking at two positions for a buy. This is our zone for a buy here. Right here is for our buy. Why we take our profits around this region here. So alternatively for a sell, we can sell right now and take our profits at this our second entry position for a sell. Alternatively, you can wait for it to get to this region and start selling down. But remember, this is a support region. So if you want to be on the safer side, you want to put it actually below. I would say we should sell now. Sell now and take your profit before this resistance, this support area here. Sell now and take your profit before this support area. Alternatively, for a buy, remember to use your risk management. That is your stop loss and take profits. Alternatively, for a buy, can set our buy just above this resistance area and take our profit above. That is for AUD USD. AUD USD. So you can move it to 1 hour, 30 minutes to get your confirmation. For those that use 15 minutes too as well, this is 15 minutes. This is your 15 minutes candle. Okay. All right. So moving on, we're not done with currencies yet. We can go on to Euro USD. Okay, we can see that the news on Euro USD, this particular verified support is actually holding price at this level. Okay, so we're still expecting some news to come out to push it all the way down. Okay, it's going back up now. So remember that if you are trading news, you have to trade cautiously. All right. So we have done analysis for Euro USD already. So the price is pushing back up, right? That's pushed all the way from this verified support all the way back up. Remember, you can use your pending orders. You can also use your instant execution for this. Okay, 8:30, we're expecting news from pounds USD. So if you are trading it, please be conscious too as well. Okay, so for pounds CAD, let's see what the news came out for pounds. This will give us a direction on what we should do for today. Okay, you can refresh to get the updates of the news. Go all the way down this 830. Okay, it came out for euro. Okay, it came out good. So remember, there's a news by 830. So the effect of the 815 is almost over. Now, because it came out good, that was why we're seeing that push up on euro. So we're expecting to buy at this particular area for 830. You buy because of this 49.8. 49.8. Okay, so go back to your market watch quickly. Okay, our news on pounds is still 9:30. So we can just give entries. We can just take entries pending when the news comes out today on pending when the news comes out by 9:30. So here it has broken this particular support, untested support. It has broken it, but we need it to close below for us to initiate our trade. If it's able to close below, let's zoom out so that we'll see how low pounds has been for couple of months. Let's see if it's possible for it to keep going low. Okay. At this point, it went low. So we can see that this level is more like a lowest low for it for some time. Let's see, let's put it on daily. You put it on daily. Okay, when it's on daily, okay. So you can see that the last time it got to this particular area was around January this year. January this year. So if you're expecting to sell, then there must be something that will push the price to that level. Okay, I remember we said that for pounds, we are expecting flash news from it by 9:30. So you should watch out for that. That will give you a clear direction on what to trade for pounds. Okay. So let's take our entries for pounds. Let's take our entries for pounds. Okay, for here, we're looking at selling. We're looking at selling at price, just all the way down from this point. If it's able to break that support level and close, then we're expecting it to have a bearish move, and you take your profits just somewhere below too as well. Alternatively, for a buy, if it's not able to break the support level, then we can enter a buy once it breaks above it here and take our profits either after the turncoat resistance or before the turncoat resistance. After or before the turncoat resistance. So if you put it on our 30 minutes, okay, 30 minutes, we can bring our price down here and our take profits should be down too as well on 30 minutes. Okay, while our sell position, we can bring it a little bit up and I'll take profit to a little bit up. That's for our 30 minutes. So I think this should be a good position for us to buy and sell GBP card. All right. Okay. So we are almost done with we are almost done with okay, remember. Okay, now we traded Euro USD in the morning around 8:15 and that one came out negative. Of course, you should have closed your trade. Okay, so you should have closed your trade for that 8:15. Remember, if you're trading news, 5 minutes, you should be out of the market. So the news is coming out again on 8:30, or it has came out on 8:30, came out good and pushed the price up. So I'm expecting us to have taken profits for both sell and buy, right? I'm expecting us, remember I told us initially that you should be fast when you are trading fundamental. If you don't know how to trade fundamental, you practice it and attend the class by Thursday by 6 in the evening. So Mohammed and who else? Okay, Mohammed. Okay, let's see what okay. Euro USD is pushing all the way back up, or it has pushed all the way back up. All right. So set your stop loss. Set your stop loss. Remember in trading, that you use your stop loss to reduce your risk, right? So Mohammed, you don't need to as long as you set your stop loss, then look at the trade and watch it. All right. So moving on, let's move on to USD CAD. USD CAD. Okay, for USD CAD. For USD CAD this morning, okay, let's use our resistance and support. Resistance and support. Okay, for USD CAD this morning, we're expecting to sell, okay, at this point below the weak support and take our profits just somewhere here. Alternatively, we can enter a buy just above this resistance area and take our profits here. Okay. So if we move down to 30 minutes, let's see. Okay. Weak resistance. Okay, on 30 minutes, we could see a weak resistance just before our entry there. So we can push it a little back up. A little back up. Sorry. A little bit up. Okay. And our entry for a sell too is on point. This is a verified support. So if it's able to break below it, then we can initiate our trade. You can see my screen. Okay. Can you see it now? Okay. So this is our entry and our zone area for us to enter a sell and a buy. Before this particular, after this verified support, once it's closed below, then you can initiate a sell. Then after this weak resistance, you can initiate a buy on USD CAD. Okay. I'm waiting for us to pick our entries so that we can move on to indices and commodities. Okay, somebody asked for pounds USD. This is for pounds USD. Then this USD CAD. So for those of us asking if it's on a downtrend on upward trend, you can just increase your time frame. If I use daily, reduce your the zoom, should be able to see how it has been doing all this while. So, and should be able to see that it has actually been on a downtrend, actually. It has not reversed. And here we're having a reversal at this point, going back up. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so we're looking at US 30 this morning, US 30. So like I said earlier before we started, interest rate has actually been affecting the US zone. It has also been affecting stocks too as well. So remember your support and resistance. We actually give you a clear direction on where to, buy and where to sell. All right. So it has been affecting US stocks too as well, the interest rates. So we're looking at for a zone for us to sell and also for an area for us to buy, which I have mapped out for us here on 1 hour time frame. Now, if I'm going down to 30 minutes, we'll see that where our buy is actually on a good position. Once it closes above this stone coat resistance, we can initiate our buy, right? And take our profits just before the weak resistance. Remember, you don't necessarily need to wait for it to hit your take profits for you to take profits. You don't need to wait for it to hit your take profits before you take your profits. The same thing for your sell here. Wait for it to break this untested support. When it's able to break through it, then you can initiate your sell. Okay. That is for US 30. That is for US 30. Okay, so for US 100 now, for US 100, we're expecting to sell at this position. Let me zoom in. Okay, so at this point now, we are seeing a little bit of retracement, technically, little bit of retracement. So if we're looking at to sell, we want to sell when it gets above here, somewhere here. Okay, and take our profits down below. Now, this is more going to be like a pending order, right? For people that knows how to use pending order. If you don't know how to use pending order, attend a Thursday's class, Wednesday, Thursday, so they'll talk about it. Okay, so either you wait for it to break through this verified support, which is a very long time, right? So that is why I want us to take our sell trade when it gets to a particular resistance level here. Okay, instead of waiting for it to retrace back down, we want to take, remember, it's good for us to buy, to sell high. All right, so you want to take your sell position somewhere before this resistance level here, and take your profits just somewhere here is okay for a sell, or just below it here, just below it. If you move down to 30 minutes, let's see what is saying on 30 minutes. Okay, all right, so our sell position is in order on 30 minutes. Okay, so sells around this region, around this zone, sell around here and take your profits just below this particular level, right? So alternatively, if you want to place a buy trade, we're going to use our take profits for a sell for our buy position, right? And our entry price for a sell for our take profits position. Okay, I believe we are good. Yes, and Gringa, you can place it on pending order. You can place it on pending order. Okay. So moving on, we're almost done with this morning analysis. Let's move on to commodities. Let's move on to commodities. Okay, so we're expecting to on gold this today. For gold today, um we're expecting to sell. And now also you can also check out for news also that is going to affect gold for today. So for gold, one of the things that has been affecting gold is of course the interest rate. So gold prices has risen, slightly on this Friday, and it's taking some relief from dollar from a 6-month high. Although the prospect of higher for longer interest rates following a hawkish, the EMI was also set for a muted weekly performance, having caught few beats and growing concern over rising interest rates. So for gold this morning, let's look at our chart for gold. For gold this morning, so it has rose slightly this today, that is today, it has rose slightly today, and currently is on a resistance level. This particular region here is a resistance level. So if you want to buy gold, you should wait for it to break this particular resistance and take your profits above here, right? Alternatively, for a sell, you sell below this support area and take your profits before this verified resistance. That is for gold this month. Hope you cannot see my chart. Okay, if you can see my chart, I believe you should be able to see. Some people say they can't see my chart. I think you should be better now. Okay, so for gold, we're expecting a bullish run on gold, but let it break above this resistance level here. If you can take it down to 30 minutes, if we take it down to 30 minutes, we can see that this, our entry, is closer to a weak resistance. It's closer to a weak resistance. So you can either take it up, this is for 30 minutes a bit, just above the weak resistance, then you can trade it. On 1 hour, you can see that we are good to go for our gold. Let's see the sell position on gold on 30 minutes. Okay. On 30 minutes, you can see that our entry for a sell is a bit far. So we can take it a bit up, right? Just somewhere here, and take your profits before this week's support area. Remember, I'm giving us a zone, more like an area, a zone, right? A zone. Okay. A zone, a zone, a zone. You don't necessarily need to stick to my price. Okay. Okay. Remember, when you want to place a trade, you should look out for the resistance and support area. That should guide you on what to do. So, like I said, interest rate has been affecting gold too, and gold has been slightly moving up for today. So that is why we're taking these positions for gold today. Okay. All right. So the other instrument we want to look out for is oil. Want to look out for oil today. For oil. Okay, remember when we were checking the news? When we were checking the news this morning, we saw that the supply of oil, there's been a little bit of a ban on Russia, and this will actually affect the supply of oil to make it to be a little bit a shortfall in the supply, and with the increase in demand, that will also push the price of oil up. With the increase in demand, it's expected to push the price of oil up. So for today, if you want to trade oil, okay, if you want to trade oil for today, you can look at trading oil at this level and taking your profits before this resistance level here. Okay, so on 30 minutes, you can see that this level is more like a weak resistance. You can push it up a little bit, push it up a bit and take your profits here. Okay, why for a sell trade, this morning, a sell trade will be from here up to this particular level here before the untested support. We're looking out for a tighter sell. Why? Because we're seeing more of a bullish market for today on oil. We're looking more for a bullish market, meaning that the price of oil is looking at increasing for today for oil. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is our zones, or these are our areas for trading of oil today. Okay. So do you have any questions? Do you have any questions at all? Our entries for a buy on all the instruments you might have taken today. Okay, so let's go and trade today. When we have trainings, we can ask all the questions that we want to ask. Let's go and trade and make money. Today is Friday, of course. So we want to make money before the market closes today. All right. So, and also watch out for the news that are coming out. Watch out for the news that are coming out. Yes, I've done currency, Kehinde. The class starts by 8. Okay, Coca said, you are too fast. You remember that if you are not fast enough, you will miss a lot in this market. You miss a lot in this market. So that is why you have to be fast as a trader. Just imagine when we were trading Euro USD this morning. Some people were not fast enough, you know, or let's say that maybe some people entered late and they were caught in the market. So, and the news has taken effect already. Okay. So that is why you have to be fast. And you should know that from 8 in the morning is a good time for you to trade. Why? Because there's always a market volatility, because that is when that section opens. So there's always a market volatility. That was why I was trying for us to take advantage of this morning move. Right? Okay. So, okay. Okay. Some people say they can't see my chart. I should always mention the price zone. Duly noted. Duly noted. Okay. Okay. So if there are no other question, can call it a day. Think for can call it a day. So if you have any question, reach out to your account manager. He will be in best, he or she will be in best position as well to attend to your questions. And also, if you have not introduced anybody to trading, make sure you do that as well. Make sure you do that and use your IB, introducing referral link. Use your link. Always use your link when you're introducing anybody to trading. Always use your link to when you're introducing anybody to trading so that you get your commission for introducing them. Okay. All right. And if you have other people that you want to invite for seminars, there are different seminars in different locations that are going on. You can do where to invite them. Okay. You can do where to invite them for the seminar. We have seminars going on this week in Lagos. We are having in Abeokuta. We are having in Port Harcourt. We are having in Abuja. And we are having also in Ibadan. Remember, we have offices in that area. We have different offices. So we're also having program today in Lekki, today Novotel International Hotel. Okay. We're also having seminar too in Asaba. So if you have people around there and you want to introduce them to trading, remember when you are sending them, let them use your link. We're also having training in Oshobo at Halantra Hotel. So these are different places where we're having training for today. We have in OAU today, that is training too. If you are in OAU and its environment, you can attend. We have in Uyo. So do well to reach out to your account manager to get the specific address for all these events. Okay. All right. Ibadan, yes, we have training in Ibadan for next week, right? Next week, Monday through Thursday, there's training for Ibadan. So do where to attend. Okay, to get your link for referral mark, all you have to do is log into your client's office or chat to your account manager. He or she will direct you on how to do it. Log into your client's office, become a partner, your link will be generated. Copy the link and use it for registration. Okay. All right, thank you everyone. Thank you for your time this morning. Do have a lovely day and enjoy your weekend. Remain blessed.